Hello and welcome to Alternate Builds. Today we're building the tow truck, which is the alternate build for set 42088. It was a lot of fun to build, so let's get into it. Alright everybody, so we picked up 42088. It is a cherry picker on the front of the box, and it is a tow truck on the back of the box. We printed off the instructions, wasted a bunch of color ink printing these off. We will eventually put them on our iPad. So let's get started. Open the box. Got a couple of bags of parts. The manual for the front of the box. Again, alternate builds, we don't use these. We use the alternate instructions. So what do we have? A couple of bags of parts. And, well, elements. Let's open each one of these bags because they're not numbered. So in the bigger Technic sets, these parts will all come numbered. Hopefully they don't roll away on us. In smaller sets, the bags aren't numbered. No, none of these are numbered. And our bag of tires. Okay, so much like every Technic set, we have the picture, and then we start with the build instructions. We're going to work on this. This might be cropped in post. We'll see. This is the first official video. So we need one of these. Move those out of the way. Two of these bad boys. And we're going to start building. Step 13, they want clear ones. It doesn't look that way when you actually see it on the diagram, but there's no other color for these other than amber and red, so you can infer that they're clear. Step 17, they want you to duplicate and build two of the same thing. Another thing you can do, if you're not sure how long the bars are going to be, if you line them up, because it all says that this needs to be an 8, there's only one in this set, so it's not a big deal. But if you have multiples, you just line them up on another, like on a bar element, and however many round like holes it takes up, that's the length of it. So this is an 8, so we need one of these, and that's the way that you could measure it. There's also a printout when you print off the alternate build. See this in an upcoming video. We can print, and I printed the guide that shows you the different sizes of all the parts, because normally in the normal manual it should be like page 1 or 2. It shows you the size, right? So because we aren't using the normal book, we can improvise. I very rarely go to the manual even when I'm building a normal set and measure the bars or any of the elements that way. I always this step, they don't want any of these pieces pushed in yet. For some reason, we'll find out later. It might impede, it might be in order to connect it. We'll find out, but that's kind of normal. That especially in Technic sets, that you got to be careful to make sure that you don't impede any of the movement. Also, to follow the instructions, because it may not be intuitive right now, but the LEGO engineers are brilliant. So in like 18 steps, this one isn't that big, but in some of the bigger builds, you may need these pieces with this type of clearance in 15-20 steps in order to be able to connect one superstructure to another, and it becomes really critical to make sure you didn't push them in at the wrong time. Jumped the gun a little bit. We're supposed to push this piece in this step, but it's the same difference pushing it across here as it would be pushing it in this step when you attach this piece on the end. before we didn't push these in, this is the reason. Because now in step 42, they want us to push these in to be able to support this piece being able to turn, so we can adjust the boom I think is going to be. So that's where this step in 42, where we left these loose, that's the reason. Is because as much as it looked like not even an element width, but it's just enough that it keeps it secure, and now it works. So, like we said in other steps, you have to build 2 of these. So we need 2 of all the parts. We need 2 of these bad boys. And then they want them attached here and here. step is putting the tires on. So we'll grab all the tires. Fun fact as well, Lego makes more tires than any tire manufacturer in the world. They also make them in more sizes than any manufacturer in the world as well, which is pretty cool when you think about a toy company building more rubber for vehicles than that go on actual vehicles that drive on roads. So here we have the tires mounted, going on, and going on. And there you have it. So this is the alternate build for 42088. It is a tow truck, which turned out pretty cool. I'm always impressed with the amount of tolerance that we have whenever they build the alternate set. That you have, even in the primary sets, the millimeters of clearance that you have for some of these, you wouldn't think it would fit, but it totally does. I have built the primary build off the front of the box on this one, and then this is one of the simpler Technic sets right now. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We will be building some more for sure, so enjoy and make sure you like, subscribe, check out our Patreon, check out our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for more alternate builds. Thank you and happy building.